Mickey Truth Girl. Who qualifies her to put a work on these people?
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another video. As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me. So let's get it. Truth Team, okay? If you have heard of, it's Carowinds, which is up in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's Disney World down in Florida. Cali. Six Flags is in Georgia. Okay, so just to give you, a little idea if you have never heard of Six Flags, right? It's an amusement park. When you go to an amusement park, you think of kids, families, things like that. Well, have you ever thought about hearing gunshots while you're at the amusement park? Yeah. Let's listen to 11 Alive and see what they're talking about.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Six Flags Over Georgia is back open for business tonight, one day after a shooting outside of the park. A 15-year-old was shot when Cobb County police say they returned fire following multiple chaotic fights within the park. 11 Alive's Teresa Bowles is live outside of the park. And Teresa, what can you tell us this evening?
Latasha, I'm not sure if it's the weather or fear from yesterday's fights, but park goers today tell me that the experience Sunday was totally different. The thrills are back at Six Flags Over Georgia.
It was really good. It wasn't that busy. There were several rides that were closed, but the lines weren't really that bad.
Despite the fact that some
I'm pretty sure it wasn't. If it was just a shooting and all that. Surprised people would even still pulled up. I'm sorry, I would have needed some time before bouncing back, going back to that amusement park. But hey, it's just me.
Visitors described the night before as a thriller.
Did something happen? Has there been a fight?
Many Sunday, unaware of Saturday's multiple brawls breaking out left and right, ending in gunshots on South Service Road in Austell, which prompted hundreds of visitors to hurriedly haul out of the park. Cobb County police say officers shot back at a group who opened fire, hitting a patrol car. One of the officers hitting a 15-year-old in the group who is now recovering at the hospital.
It doesn't really surprise me. I don't want to say it's common, but living in Georgia since I was 13, I hear about it all the time.
Almost 1 year ago,
hearing about it and being a part of it is two different things. It's a different type of adrenaline. I can tell you that much.
People were kicked out of Six Flags on opening day for, quote, inappropriate behavior. A spokesperson from the park describes this year's opening day behavior as disappointing, but says they're committed to safety and security.
I did see a little more security people than normal, but it wasn't alarming.
However, the chaos hasn't kept park guests like Barbara Goss from Goliath. Between the more serene atmosphere and heightened security, Jazz Cohen says he's comfortable.
I did seem a little more empty than usual, but ultimately I felt safe.
Safe enough to come back.
They've set up certain precautions to have more police around, so I don't see why not.
As long as the only twists and turns are on the rides. I did ask a spokesperson for Six Flags if they have any plans to change the rules so that minors cannot enter the park without an adult. No response yet.
Well, it's okay. How long are they going to have the extra security? Because we all know, or we all at least have heard or seen news stories where they heighten the security for a little while, then they go back normal. Now, it's ultimately like, dang. So the only person was shot by the police. And again, it's a southern state. It's kind of it's not surprising, but it's just crazy if it was all those gunshots and stuff going on, but the only person hit was done by a police officer. It's just crazy to me. That's just my view. Also, so many years ago, when I was still like a kid, we don't have an amusement park here in Columbia, but we have the South Carolina State Fair that comes every year. And I remember one of my fellow classmates was gunned down outside of the gates at the fair, like where you would go in and out of the fair. He was killed, shot in the head, killed right there. So when you hear about things like this now, and this was many years ago, so when you hear about it now, it's just like, I don't even know if it's worth the risk to take your kids out to places like that has a history of things popping off. And I say a history because even the one woman who said, "Oh, I've been in Georgia since I was 13, and this is not common." So my thing is this, like, yeah, maybe in the hood we probably hear it all the time, but if I go to an amusement park and people say this is common, I'm not coming back to this shit. I'm sorry, okay? Like, certain places just don't need to have a history or none of that. I'm just sorry. Like, it's one thing for a certain area, but when you start talking about like attractions and stuff, they need to move that shit somewhere else then. That's just my view. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. And hey, I'm out. Like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up on your girl Mickey Truth. And as always, donations are welcome to support the channel. Hit the Cash App, Mickey Truth 2022. Holla!
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like,
yeah, I'm trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from. They doubted me, but I came up.